Historical background and current status of Indian agriculture. Historical background. Indian agriculture has a rich historical legacy, dating back to ancient times when the Indus Valley civilization was known for its agricultural practices. Throughout history, agriculture remained the backbone of India's economy, with various empire and kingdoms emphasizing agricultural growth. However, during British colonial rule, agrarian policies were geared towards maximizing revenue extraction, leading to exploitative practices and neglect of agricultural development. After gaining independence in 1947, India embarked on land reforms to address issues of land distribution and landlessness among farmers. The focus was on abolishing intermediaries, redistributing land to landless farmers, and implementing tenant protection laws. Current status. Today, agriculture continues to be a vital sector for India's economy, employing a significant portion of the population and contributing to the nation's GDP. However, it faces numerous challenges, including fragmented land holdings, water scarcity, outdated farming practices, and dependence on monsoons. Modernization and the adoption of technology in agriculture have been slow, hindering productivity and growth. B. Cropping patterns in India. Factors affecting cropping patterns. Climate and weather. Different crops thrive in different climate conditions, influencing the choice of crops in a region. Soil type. The fertility and composition of soil determine the suitability of specific crops. Water availability. Availability of water through rainfall or irrigation plays a crucial role in crop selection. Market demand. The demand for certain crops, both domestically and internationally, impacts cropping choices. Government policies, subsidies, minimum support prices, MSP, and incentives provided by the government influence cropping patterns. Most important cropping patterns in India. In India, the cropping patterns can vary significantly across regions due to the diverse agroclimatic conditions. Some important cropping patterns include Kharif crops. These are sown during the monsoon season, June to September, and include crops like rice, maize, cotton, soybean, and groundnut. Rabi crops. These are sown in the winter season, October to March, and include crops like wheat, barley, mustard, and gram. Z crops. These are grown in between the Kharif and Rabi seasons and include crops like fruits and vegetables. Types of cropping systems. Monocropping. Growing a single crop on a piece of land, which can lead to vulnerability if pests or adverse weather conditions affect that particular crop. Crop rotation. Planting different crops in sequential seasons to maintain soil fertility and reduce the risk of pest infestation. Sequential cropping. Growing two or more crops on the same land within a single year, often with one crop harvested early and the next one planted shortly after. Intercropping. Growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field, which optimizes the use of resources and increases overall productivity. Relay cropping. Planting the next crop before the previous one is harvested, allowing for better resource utilization and reducing fallow periods. C. Issues related to direct and indirect farm subsidies and minimum support prices. Farm subsidies in India. Farm subsidies are financial incentives provided by the government to support agricultural production and stabilize farm incomes. While subsidies aim to assist farmers during challenging times, they can have both positive and negative impacts. Working and types of farm subsidies in Indian agriculture. Irrigation and power subsidies. Subsidies on electricity or irrigation facilities to reduce the cost burden on farmers. Fertilizer subsidy. Providing fertilizer at subsidized rates to promote their use and enhance crop productivity. Seed subsidy. Supplying quality seeds at lower prices to encourage their adoption and improve crop yields. Credit subsidy. Providing loans to farmers at lower interest rates to ensure easy access to credit for agricultural activities. Need and negative impacts of farm subsidies. The primary need for farm subsidies is to support small and marginal farmers, enhance food security, and address rural poverty. However, there are negative impacts as well, such as distorted market prices. Subsidies can lead to overproduction and lower market prices, affecting the income of farmers. Fiscal burden. Subsidies can strain government finances, impacting other development sectors. Environmental concerns. Indiscriminate use of subsidized inputs like fertilizer can lead to environmental degradation and water pollution. Government intervention in Indian agriculture. Government intervention is necessary to address market failures, ensure food security, and support farmers. However, the challenge lies in striking the right balance and avoiding over-reliance on subsidies. Minimum Support Prices, MSP, in Indian agriculture. MSP is the price at which the government purchases crops from farmers to ensure them a minimum income for their produce. Working in issues with MSP. Price support. MSP acts as a safety net for farmers, guaranteeing a minimum price even if market prices fall. Procurement. Government agencies like Food Corporation of India, FCI, undertake procurement at MSP to build buffer stocks. Distortions. MSP can create market distortions, affecting crop choices and leading to storage and distribution challenges. Drawbacks and way ahead. Limited coverage. MSP benefits mainly wheat and rice farmers, leaving out many other crops and regions. Cost of procurement. MSP-based procurement can be financially burdensome for the government. Diversification. There's a need to promote MSP for diverse crops to encourage crop diversification and sustainable agriculture. Examples. For example, the Indian government sets MSP for wheat and rice each year. If the market price for wheat falls below the MSP, the government will intervene and purchase wheat from farmers at the MSP to support their income. The procured wheat can be used to create buffer stocks or for distribution through various welfare schemes. However, this system can lead to overemphasis on these crops, reducing diversity in agriculture and posing storage challenges. The government is continually working on refining its policies to address these issues and ensure sustainable agricultural growth.